For as long as Hollywood A-list actors have been moonlighting as directors and writers, gamers are notoriously divided by their rabid advocacy for one platform or another. Nevertheless, one thing that never fails to unite Amiga and Atari ST owners is the abiding enigma pertaining to the presence of that stampeding rhino in Ocean's licensed platformer based on the alleged comedy crime caper movie flopbuster, Hudson Hawk, courtesy of co-writer and lead actor Bruce Willis. Nothing of the sort appears in the movie. The closest we witness is a stuffed elephant toy known as Pokey, slapped around by a sulky pouting brat participating in a tour of Rome's Vatican Museum. Eddie Hudson Hawk Hawkins unapologetically snatches it from her clutches, launching it towards a display case protecting Leonardo da Vinci's Codex notebook to trigger an alarm cage system so he can establish the level of security measures in place and later return to subvert them, stealing the priceless artifact for a gang of thugs who are blackmailing him. Pokey isn't an entirely irrelevant red herring, given that an elephant can be spotted buried beneath layers of paint in Da Vinci's Adoration of the Magi masterpiece, assuming you view it armed with the right infrared imaging paraphernalia. But that's enough Pokey. I know you're really here for Gander. Not ganja, that's something else entirely. Gander was the name of an Indian rhinoceros gifted to Pope Leo X by King Manuel I of Portugal in December 1515. Currying favour aside, King Manuel was growing tired of his spoilt playboy's menagerie by this stage, owing to a damp squib of a baby elephant versus rhino ruckus. Orchestrated to answer the abiding conundrum, are the two species bitter rivals, his unspectacular spectacle ended prematurely due to the calf becoming spooked and making a sharp exit before a single blow landed. Incidentally, King Manuel had a reputation for bequeathing bizarre gifts, previously FedExing his pet Asian white elephant, Hanno, to the same pope to commemorate his coronation in 1513. Some journeys were more successful than others. Gander was shackled to the deck of a boat on course for Rome, however, failed to arrive safely owing to the sudden emergence of a freak storm off the coast of Italy, causing the vessel to be destroyed, drowning the bedraggled rhino in the process. Believe it or not, rhinos can actually swim, so Gander may have survived the shipwreck had it not been restrained on board. It's rumoured that the remains of Gander's carcass were recovered, stuffed and displayed in the Vatican the following year, although actual evidence of the assumed taxidermy operation is still missing in action. Genuine or not, I suspect the pixelated rendition we see rampaging in Ocean's gaming homage is an allusion to the world's most ridiculous live Christmas prezi, damaged in transit over 500 years ago. Perhaps the supposed corpse exhibit was reanimated by a stray ray of light emitted from Da Vinci's malfunctioning alchemy machine, causing it to break free from its plinth to terrorise our downtrodden Bruce Willis-ish sprite. Or, of course, it could just be random frivolous nonsense intended to spice up a fairly typical 2D platformer during an era when the genre was rapidly approaching saturation point.
I must speak with the dolphins now.
Just shoot her. Anybody? Darwin, this is supposed to be torture, not therapy.